Hello, hello, hello. How's it going today? It's a balmy -7 degrees here right now in Wyoming, where I'm at in Gillette. And yesterday was really balmy. Wind chill factor of -48. Real temperature in the negative, around negative, excuse me, around -30. And yeah, it's been a real treat. Anyway, here's another pro tip for living in Wyoming. You can see right here, I got two 1,000 gallon propane tanks or propane vessels. I've been an advocate of this for years. Now, this doesn't apply so much for our in-town friends, but out in the country, if you're going to live out in the country, I've always been a strong advocate of this. Own your own propane tanks and have multiples. I have two. They're both 1,000 gallon tanks. I've built this area to where I can add more if I want. Now, on a 1,000 gallon tank will only hold at a maximum 800 gallons of propane. I'm set up to last more than 12 months. And the key to that is, there's several keys. One, I can fill those tanks in the summertime in the off season and get a better price per gallon on my propane. Two, I own those tanks, therefore I'm not at the mercy of any one particular propane company at any given point in time and what they want to charge me. Three, once I own the propane, it is mine. I'm not waiting for someone to come fill me up 2 or 3 times throughout the year. I can use it how I want to. I know based on my family's lifestyle just how many months I can survive in Wyoming. And these are all things you learn when you're here, and how your house operates, your household operates. If you have several, different buildings tied in or whatever, your cooking preferences. We have a gas fireplace, gas stove, and a gas furnace. We know how we can heat the house and function. Gas hot water heater. We know how our daily shower routines are. We've got this all dialed in. All of which you can too, as you live in a house and learn how everything functions. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm not at the mercy of deliveries from a propane company wondering if they got enough on hand through the wintertime, through the high demand market, to fill my tanks. I get them filled once a year, and I sleep pretty well at night knowing that I'm set for another 12 months or 14 months, whatever it takes to get into my next season to fill. The other thing is, it's been extremely cold. It is easy to get caught in a trap of not checking your tanks or not being on a fill route, like the propane companies would call it. And all of a sudden, when you need gas, it's -30 degrees out and the trucks ain't going to run very good. Or you got snow banks like that, and you can't get the trucks to your tanks to fill them. I've been there, done that, where you can't. The snowbanks are so deep, you got to have a tractor to dig out to get the truck backed in to fill your tanks. It's so miserable to be vulnerable like that. Just leave it at that, vulnerability. You don't want to be in that position. I know the propane companies, they prefer to rent tanks to you and you be married to them, and I'm not that way. Every summer I shop around, and the people that get my business are the ones that want to be the most competitive. Propane's propane. I've never seen a different quality propane yet. Maybe there will be someday, but as of right now, it's all the same gas. And I also like it out in the country. I like it better than saving natural gas, because I'm not subject to natural gas pipelines maybe drying out or being rationed. Once I have my gas and my propane tanks, it's mine. I own it. With natural gas, I'm kind of at the mercy of the natural gas company and what they're putting down the pipeline at any given point in time for that particular day or week or month. I don't like being vulnerable that way. So anyway, just another pro tip for living in Wyoming. I know this one's a little longer, but I've talked about it 1,000 times. I'm a very strong advocate of owning my own propane tanks and not being at the mercy of the propane markets because of the time of year, or being subject to the vulnerability of not getting in gas when I need it because of the weather conditions or whatever. So I can pre-plan. Everything's predictable, and like I said, I sleep pretty comfortable at night. Thanks for being a subscriber. Talk to you later.